If you were born between 1977 and 1985, you have probably felt homeless your entire life. You don't fit in with the cynical, latchkey kid energy of Gen X, but you also don't relate to the hypersensitive, digital native vibe of millennials. You are stuck in the middle. You are part of a rare micro-generation known as the Xennials, or the Oregon Trail generation. Sociologists call you the bridge, but psychology suggests you might be the most adaptable humans on the planet. You are the only group in history who lived a fully analog childhood and a fully digital adulthood. And that specific timeline didn't just change your memories, it rewired your brain. Let's look at the developmental psychology. If you were a Xennial, your brain finished its critical development phase before the internet took over. You learned to deal with boredom. When you wanted to see a friend, you had to ride your bike to their house and knock. If they weren't home, you just sat there. This sounds trivial, but neurologically it is huge. It means your dopamine receptors were not fried by instant gratification as a child. You learned patience. You learned social cues from real faces, not emojis. You have the social intelligence of Gen X. You can read a room. You can handle conflict without blocking someone. But here is where you differ from Gen X. Gen X resisted the internet. They saw it as an invasion. You embraced it. You were in college or your first job when the internet exploded. You adopted technology voluntarily, not because you were born into it like millennials, but because it was cool. This created a psychological trait called cognitive flexibility. You are bilingual. You speak Old World, phone calls, handwritten letters, face-to-face meetings, and you speak New World, texting, memes, remote work, AI. While boomers struggle to use a PDF in Zoom, Zoomers struggle to make a phone call, you effortlessly switch between both. You are the universal translator. However, being a Xennial isn't just a superpower. It comes with a specific type of psychological scarring. You were raised with the optimism of the 90s. You were told, go to college, get a degree, and you will be rich. You followed the rules. And right as you entered the workforce, the world broke. The dot-com bubble burst. 9/11 happened. The '08 recession hit right as you were trying to buy homes. Psychologically, this created a unique form of realistic optimism. You aren't doomers like Gen Z, who think the world is ending, but you aren't dreamers like boomers, who think hard work always pays off. You are pragmatic. You are the generation that learned to pivot. You survive because you expect things to change. In the workplace today, this makes you dangerous. You possess the get-it-done attitude. When the Wi-Fi goes out, the younger generation panics. You just pick up a pen. You don't need an app to solve a problem. You remember how to solve things manually. This creates a sense of self-efficacy, the belief that you can handle whatever is thrown at you because you remember a time when things were harder. So if you feel old on TikTok but young at a family reunion, don't worry, you're not lost. You are the bridge. You are the last group of humans who remember the world as it was and the first group equipped to handle what it is. That is not an identity crisis. That is an advantage. Are you a member of the Xennial generation? Comment your birth year below and subscribe if you want to understand the psychology behind your nostalgia.